Hello everyone, my name is Gerard Khalil the Completionist, and today we're going to get to the nitty-gritty of all of the modes in the game For Honor. While the war wages on between knights, samurai, and Vikings, the different types of battle could change the entire scope of war that we've come to know so far. Let's begin. For Honor offers a variety of different modes to play online. The main objective of each mode is to defeat the other player's team. You can do so by killing soldiers, obtaining map objectives, and brutally slaying the enemy team. Let's go over the 5 different game modes offered in For Honor. The mode that you've probably heard and seen the most of, and the one you'll end up playing the most probably, is Dominion. This mode is considered the most canon to the lore of the game. You and 3 players must fight 4 other players while trying to hold the control points on the map. There's 3 control zones you must capture in order to earn points. Zone A is usually the zone that's right next to your starting point, so if you die, you can easily return and recapture that zone. Zone B is the battleground in the center of the map. There are waves of soldiers spawning on both sides that meet in the center of Zone B. If you clear out enough enemy soldiers, your soldiers will eventually overpower theirs, and you'll have control of Zone B. Zone C is generally the other team's zone that is next to their own spawn point. These locations, however, are dependent on what team you're on, the attacking side or the defending side. Zone A and C can sometimes be centered further in the map, so it ends up being a crazy free-for-all brawl. All one must do in order to control a zone is to simply stand in it uncontested for a certain amount of time. Once you control that zone, you will earn a lump sum of points and gain 1 point a second towards your team's overall score. You can also get 2 points a second if you personally stay in that zone. When one team accumulates 1,000 points, it sets up the stakes for victory. In this mode, when you fight other players and you kill them or they kill you, you both respawn infinitely. That is, however, until you hit 1,000 points. Once you hit 1,000, the respawn points are taken away, and you'll have to hunt down the opposing team one last time. Now, if your enemies hit the 1,000 points before you do, it's not the end of the world, providing you can defend yourself and take the zones back. Every time you take a zone back from the enemy, you are rewarded with lots of points while taking points away from the opposing team. Whoever kills the opposing team while maintaining 1,000 points wins. Let's slow it down a bit and remove some players. For Honor is the type of game to allow its players and their skills really shine through, and there are 2 different elimination modes that will allow you to show your stuff. First up, there's Duel Mode, a simple one-on-one mode in which you will battle 1 match at a time. In a best 2 out of 3, these matches will truly test your abilities. But in the event that you want some backup, there's always 2-on-2. You and a friend versus 2 other players battling it out for supremacy. This mode, while not as intense, evens the score starting out, especially if you're better than your friend or vice versa. It allows you both to learn the ropes while you attempt to have each other's backs. Continuing the carnage, you and a team of 3 other friends can get together and do a 4-on-4 elimination match. In this mode, you'll start out fighting 1 person and you'll be expected to take them out. However, if you cannot handle the heat, then get out of the kitchen and run. Hope that your buddies can take down the person in question, or else you're all in trouble. This does happen every now and then just because your opponent might be a bit more skilled than you are. But might I add that nothing feels more gratifying than taking someone down by yourself for the good of the team and then running off to check on your friends. One important aspect I want to talk about is executions. Executing your opponent, for how brutal it sounds, is absolutely crucial for your success. If you normally kill your enemy without an execution, your opponents can sneakily get to the person you killed and bring them back to life. In order to fully execute an enemy, you'll need to make sure your final blow is a heavy attack. When that heavy swing connects, you can press one of 2 buttons for 2 different executions. These executions, while merely for style points, feel incredible to pull off, like you deserved every ounce of bloodshed. So today, I hope you learned a lot about the different game modes in For Honor. While a few of them are similar, there is a lot of depth and strategy hidden in these game modes. But with a good team comp, you will become victorious. So join me, my brothers and sisters, in our epic quest to take back Vulcanheim for our people. Sign up for the beta today and help our Viking brethren take back our homeland. I've been Gerard Khalil the Completionist, and remember, for the people, for Vulcanheim, for honor! I hope you guys liked this in-depth look at For Honor. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and a comment. If you want to learn more about the basic controls and art of battle of For Honor, check out Moose's video right here. Or if you want something more advanced, check out my video on advanced battle tips and strategies. Thank you guys for watching.